Hello ladies and gentlemen and welcome. So we're going over the 300+ meter snipe badge. Now with the Armed and Dangerous LTM snipers and shotguns only, this is the perfect opportunity. Now first of all, you're gonna probably want the triple take, the KRABER or the longbow. The ghost just does too much little damage. The scout, sorry, does too much little damage, so it's kind of a lot of luck in that one. But yeah, I would recommend just hunting down one of the gold weapons in Armed and Dangerous really quickly, and then get into a prime position. Now this is where I used to have a problem. I wouldn't particularly try for this badge. I would just hope that I was in a good enough spot, but a lot of areas seem like it's over 300 meters when it's really not. It's like just underneath. So I've made this map showing like prime 300+ meter snipe areas. Now there are locations you'd think where you would be able to do it, and you obviously can in certain areas that I haven't marked, but it's very difficult. These are like the best spots that I've found to do it in. So for instance, the watchtower areas are always the best spots. For instance, you can shoot from runoff over towards bunker. But when you're looking at bunker, because of the deserty area, it's really misty, and then you've got the darkness of the bunker, so it's near on impossible to actually see people unless you've got ridiculous computer settings. So that's why I've made this map. Like for instance, in the top right corner you can see sitting on top of the rib cage shooting over to artillery, and then these orange hotspots let you know where like you always end up seeing people. So I'm basically going to show you a couple live examples of how I've done this. So I've seen people at watchtower, and I know I need to get that 300+ meter distance, and on top of the walls doesn't quite cut it, and if I go on top of the walls this far back I won't be able to see them. So I'm on top of the green pole, and you obviously want to measure the distance at just over 300, line it up with the 3 where they are, and then start popping off. Obviously you want to don't make them panic so they run around too much and spread out. You want to take those like smart shots where maybe they're shooting at someone else and they stop for a brief second, quickly shoot them in that moment. That's probably the prime time. But this was my first ever attempt at like actually doing it and getting it done properly. So as you can see, that shot actually ended up being a 338 meter shot, and then as you can see here it says downed a player. So you don't need to get the elimination, you just need to get the down. That's something I'd never really thought to look at. I was always assuming I needed the elim as well. The KRABER is good, but with 145 was the damage. That was an old footage shot. I had it from ages ago. 145 damage. It's a bit risky with the low like reload speed and all that. They can move away. The triple take again is good, but with the precision choke loading time, once you get that first shot on them, by the time you load up the second like precision choke shot, they can run away. It can be a bit difficult. Still possible as you saw, but it can be more difficult. So for that reason, I highly recommend you use the longbow as my personal #1 choice for getting 300+ meter shots. The ability to fire rapidly out of all the snipers except for the scout, it's gonna get you those more reliable kills. Like you're not gonna have to sit there reload in between every bullet or reload. Like it's just very a lot more effective, as you can see. But just be careful with these like attempts. You're gonna be in a location where you're shooting a lot over a long period of time. Someone's going to come along and third party you or third party them. So just keep your headphone volume up, like keeping an ear out for those footsteps as people try and sneak up to you while you're trying to go for long distance shots. But yeah, the containment side of the hill area from this watchtower is probably one of my top 3 spots to do this in, because that hill, you just, if the circle's over here, you have people constantly up and down that hill every 5 minutes. It's kind of beautiful, and you can just pop people off. As you can see here, I'm constantly trying to go for that elimination. I hadn't even read the badge properly before I tried it. But I am seeing with this new game mode out now, a lot more people do have the badge. But yeah, I thought I'd put this little guide out there while it was prime time, and I'll leave you guys to it. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, especially, you know the drill. Other than that, adios, peace.